last year in 2020, was that 2020 or was that 2019? I think it was to last year. There was the registration process, and that was different from the lottery process. And so in a way that was beneficial for a lot of companies because they would
Yeah.
only if their employee was chosen would they prepare the rest of the process. And then there was a lot more restrictions that were announced later on. So just although Biden has a very, very different stance on immigration than the Trump administration, he's only been in office for less than 1 week at the time of this recording on January 26th. And like some of the things that he's reversing with just a stroke of a pen are executive orders and proclamations,
Mm-hmm.
but things that are more of a regulatory matter take comment periods and are not as quick to reverse or change. And so the H-1B cap for fiscal year 2022, oh my gosh, 2022, is just around the corner.
Yeah.
As you know, generally the process is you apply by the April 1st of that year to start in October 1st. Um, but we're continuing to monitor what the changes will be by the Biden administration. So that all being said, we're going to talk a little bit more this Friday in our webinar. But for the most part, we're on standby waiting. There are some things that we could do to get ready. So, I mean, if as an employer, I would check to make sure, review your roster of foreign national employees, check to see if anybody's on a CPT or an OPT, check to see if they have any time left that they can put on their STEM
Mm-hmm.
OPT, and look for things like that. Um, so those dates are very important. We have seen also, on a side note, might be getting ahead of myself for Friday's webinar, but where a lot of people were applying to extend their OPTs or apply for OPTs, and it was taking a very long time in the Texas Service Center. It was taking over 8 weeks or more, and so. Um, those are some concerns about people and working on those OPTs, hoping to see some fixes in the near future. The other thing is any employees on other non-immigrant statuses that expire before October 1st of 2022, 2021, actually 2021, are very important to look to because you would need to figure out what would be the way to get through that gap. And if there's any employees or former employees you'd like to bring back or potential new hires, you want to be having that you want to start having that consultation to see what you should do. So basically, the sooner the better. In preparing, we're working off of what the law and the news that we have now, but there could be some changes. It's going to be tight because it's already January 26th, and normally, this is starting April 1st. So we are monitoring this closely. We're going to go a little bit more over webinar, but it is really good to do an audit of your foreign national employees
Mm-hmm.
and see who might be up for renewals for OPT, CPT, and of the like. So, like we said, um, feel free to stay in touch with us. We here at Powers Law Group, we are a full service immigration law firm. So we help people from everything from family-based immigration, consular processing, asylum, removal, deportation, naturalization, terrorism, naturalization,
All of the
employment-based
above.
investment, all of the above. So we're always keeping up with updates. We're going to CLEs. We're speaking at CLEs. We
Yep.
are on a lot of committees, help be thought leaders in the area and as well as accessible to the media. So we are paying attention. We're on top of it. But this is the time to be having those consultations and those check-ins now to see if there's anything changes and just, be prepared. We are anticipating some potential more changes in immigration. So we think that it's going to be a really good year for immigrants and those who employ them and things like that. So I think that's a good summary. I know we just want to give you a little sound bite there and let you know what to expect.
So yeah, as we see, guys, there's been lots of changes in the news. I last week we did one on recent changes on immigration under Biden after the inauguration, and we saw a big change. I know here at Power Talk we were super excited and are still hopeful. I remember Ruby and I were joking about we manifested this, we talked about this, and we're still hopeful for that reform to come. So I mean, Attorney Powers and I will keep you all posted. I know she always stays up to date with the news and is constantly looking for, you know, positive changes here for us. So like Attorney Power said, be ready. If you think you're eligible for something, call for a consultation. It's better to be prepared than not to be prepared. Better to have all your documents in order than not to. So just a little tip.
Yep, that's true. It's better to be prepared now, and that's pretty much a policy all the time. And I mean, I'm really thinking we're going to see a lot of activity in the near future. And so, anyway, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned.
Thank you guys so much for
Okay.
joining us today. Just to close it out, thank you, Attorney Powers, for again joining us and giving us all this awesome information. We will see you all of you guys, hopefully on Friday, for our weekly webinar. And if you miss any of our Powers Hour webinars, go to our website. Our YouTube and our Facebook has all those videos. And if you can't find one, email us at contact@rubypowerslaw. Thank you guys so much. You all have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.